Hey y'all, it's Alicia here. None other. I'm here to come and talk about the involvement of Project Runway. We're going to be talking from the beginning to the middle to the end, the changes of judges and everything. And we're going to be talking about some of the Project Runway winners and winners-ups. So one of the things is I remember when Project Runway first came on, first debuted. It was the first season. It was the tester, and it's like this is a competition show that is phenomenal. It's let's just say it's drama. It's kind of drama. You got comedy. You got little catch lines and stuff like that. That was just jealous that, but we was introduced to several Project Runways contestants that has went on and made it big and dressed several top, and let's just say several top, let's say it, several top celebrities and thing and stuff. And we're going to get on one contestant in general and thing. But yeah, and some of the collaborations we actually have gotten and think. Okay, so I remember Project Runway. I watched Project Runway from the beginning, and I've just got start back watching the newer version, and I like it. I actually been catching up on the newer version, and then I've been watching some of the older shows, and so I noticed I wanted to come and do a comparison video of what's different about Project Runway then and now. So Project Runway, then we had as the host Heidi Klum, and Heidi Klum was the host. Tim Gunn was the mentor. You had Nina Garcia and Michael Kors as judge, along with a celebrity as a special guest judge. Y'all, this is a combination I love. And I really wish we had more shows that can give Project Runway a run for their money, especially on Netflix. And stuff. You had some competition shows that tried but failed. But Project Runway will always be I think the fan favorite and stuff. We were introduced to several designers over the years in thing. Now let me just talk about the one thing that really got me was when I'm going to mention a contestant in a bit. But all like they going to move, sourcing different every time you go to move, you just see them all just going heading different sections, but you don't see them a lot going to the clearance section in mood. So I really wish they would do a challenge doing with that. So yeah. Then it's so great to see how some designers are good with leather and then some who's not and stuff. It's like this and think. And so I really believe some of the challenges from the beginning to now was great. Now, one of the challenges I really hate, and I still hate to this day, is the Unconventional challenge. I do not know why, I just hate it. Because your best designers get the boot because of that challenge. And I really wish they would just cut that out in general. But when it comes down to it, I think Project Runway is very real good. So then you have the Mary Claire challenge. I think the Mary Claire challenge is pretty good. So then we bring several different editors from different magazines and stuff. And one of the persons I was very shocked one year. This is in a later season. Tracy Ellis Ross appeared on there. I know Kerry Washington has appeared on there. Deborah Messing has appeared on there, I think, at least twice. One for a finale and one for a episode. I can't remember, but yeah, and think and stuff. So it's great. Now let's get on to some of the. We ain't gonna talk about all of the villains, but some of the evil villains. The one that really, I think, got under everybody's nerves, who everybody say was the villain. I can think of two villains in general. One from the fifth season, one from the first season. So the first season would be, oh my God, Santino. If I say Santino, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about. And then Jeffrey. Those were the biggest, let me just say, those were the biggest villains of the show and thing and stuff. And let's talk about two of the winner two winners ups that really should have won that season. Oh my God. I'll say they were runner up. That one came in second place and one came in third place. I really thought their collections at this particular time was that, and I really believe Project Runway actually dropped the ball on this particular season, and that was the 5th season when the late Michael Knight. I felt like Michael Knight should have won the whole thing, or if he didn't win, I really thought Kato would have won, and I really thought those two was the stronger. And let me just say, no offense to anybody from the 5th season who also was part of the season finale, who also need collections, but I really felt like Kato and the great late Michael Knight had the best collection that year. I actually watched it and stuff, but that's just my opinion. But when it coming down to it, I think it was a pretty good. But I actually think when it comes down to somebody one designer, somebody who is a project, two designers of Project Runway alum who has dressed since then has dressed a lot of people. Two of them in mind is one of them from the first season is Austin Scarlett, who makes a lot of formal gowns, wedding gowns and stuff. He has his own, I think his own bridal collection as well. I know he is known for undressing a lot of celebrities, but though a lot of celebrities and things. But one of the persons I couldn't believe, I was shocked to see win his season was Michael Costello, the fashion designer Michael Costello. He is a commodity now. He has women like Beyonce and Eva Marie, formerly of the WWE, also Nikki Bella and Brie Bella. All of them has wore his dresses. He has become a household name, and several others as well. I think I remember Army from season 5. But now when you get into the Project Runway, now it's a little bit more. But yeah, let's get on, before I get on the Project Runway, now let me get on to the steel work of this later, middle part of the beginning of Project Runway. Then we start seeing Michael Kors was replaced by Zach Posen. Zach Posen for a season did come in for him, and he was so good that he just took he kind of replaced Michael Kors. Let me just put it that way. And I think it was a good merger, a good thing with that, because I don't know much about Michael Kors, because when Michael Kors first started off, I knew who he was, but I said, do he do clothing? I only knew of him doing shoes and handbags, sunglasses, and scarves and certain type of accessories, but I never knew him of doing clothing, so I went and did some research on him, and I said, oh, okay. So now because of Project Runway, I have several Michael Kors purses because of the show. None other, he's a good designer, I will always say. But one of my favorite things that they always come back and do is when it has a lot to do with him and he comes back, it's the resort wear. The resort wear challenge has always been my favorite challenges they do, and I love seeing that and stuff. And then when you get down to the later years and you see it, it's cool. I mean, and I really say that is an important challenge that they have to do. So yeah. Then I'm surprised. I remember the first season they did the wedding dress challenge. And after the first season, they stopped doing the wedding dress challenge. I wish they would bring that back. And I'll give y'all a reason why in a minute. I just remember that challenge. That was the first challenge I ever saw that Austin thing, and I remember Austin ended up winning that challenge. Austin Scarlett ended up winning that challenge. But let me just say that was just thing. And like with Project Runway, I remember one particular season, it was Irina, and she had just got all of her fabric, just paid for all of her fabric, and Tim sees her have this fur. Okay, and this is what I'm going to put out there and stuff, hoping somebody from Project Runway's contestant from Project Runway past or current can just tell us if they still doing this or not. But I just say I remember it was like they couldn't use real fur and stuff. I went, dang. I remember that to the T and stuff. And they like, oh, we support on no using real fur, so and so. So I remember that Irina got in trouble because she had real fur and she had to go and change it and get faux fur. So I remember an episode of that and think I actually do remember that and stuff. And then if you remember, Irina came in cocky. Let me just say, Irina came in cocky, and I remember that to the T. And like I remember she came in cocky, and like I couldn't believe she won. She had a real beautiful collection. I will give her that. She had a real beautiful collection for the season finale. Do I think somebody else should have won? Let's just say, yeah. But overall, I'm okay with it. And stuff, because I went back and like I said, I've been watching Project Runway and Project Runway All Stars here on Tubi, but it's pretty great. Now let's get started, because yeah, I need somebody who used to be on Project Runway or now, or do they still have that rule that if y'all use fur, y'all have to use faux fur or real fur. So yeah, I want y'all to comment below on that, y'all, because I was like, I'm comment below if you remember that, because I will remember that. All right. And stuff, and then Irina did get in trouble before the finale about some shirts and stuff. So y'all need to comment about that too. So let's get into the seasons we see now. So then we see Heidi Klum and Tim Gunn make their exit, and Project Runway goes a full 180. Full 180. Heidi Klum left the show. She wasn't the host no more. So they brought Kaylee Cross. Like I know. Kaylin Cross, I think that's her name. Kaylin Cross and Kristin Siano. They brought in Brian Maxwell and Alina. Atwood. Yeah, I'm bad with names. I'm sorry, but I know she's the black woman on the panel this time, and I like it. And they are not using. They're using. I love the pronoun that they use. She, him. Use the she, they, or her, and she. They or her. Yeah, that was just, I remember that. And then as later of the seasons on some of the original Project Runway, they start being with the models, instead of having like the little stick thin models, they start being inclusive. They have skinny models, they have mid-size models, they have plus-size models, and I like that and stuff. And that's what they do now. Still, that's what they do now on the show on Project Runway now, and I love that and stuff like that. That is like pretty good and pretty great. But one of the things I have to come and talk about is at Kristin Siano as mentor. Now, I'm going to give you some suggestions. I feel like some suggestions for some future challenges. So, Project Runway producers, if you're listening or if you're watching, here, take note, take this. So one of the things I am going to say, since Cross is not there, I hope she comes back for this next season. I think this past season was pretty good and stuff. I can't remember who won, so if anybody knows, please put it below. But I remember it pretty well and stuff. That's just one of my favorite. It's my favorite thing. But overall, this thing Project Runway has done well. But it was, like I said, I really wish Project Runway, like when it comes to, now we finna talk about challenges wise, like challenges, I think they probably really need to come back. One challenge I remember, it has a lot to do with WWE. I remember that challenge. That was when the late Chris March was actually on the show. I think that was the 5th season. I'm not a 5th season. I am not too sure. I think it was the 4th or 5th season. Y'all comment below if y'all remember the WWE challenge from Project Runway, because I remember that, and I remember Chris Martin actually winning it, and it was with Maria Kanellis. Everybody else had some pretty good looks. They had, oh yeah, it was with Kristin, when Kristin Siano was on there. And he, and he was paired with Crystal Marshall. I remember that. And it was one of my favorite moments. I really wish we can, Project Runway could bring that back with the current crop of, some of the current, Project Runway, because I really would want to see what some of these designers now, you know, on this now Project Runway, how would they go by designing looks and stuff? Because I really would kind of switch it up. Instead of them making wrestling gear, I would say have them make WWE female wrestlers Hall of Fame dress. I really would want to see what somebody would come up with. Especially depends on who's the the wrestler. I really want to see what the wrestlers what the designers could do with that. That would be a pretty good challenge. They, like I said, I would want the wedding dress challenge come back. I really believe if they did the wedding dress challenge, they will have to do. I really say, oh. Y'all, some of y'all finna give them like a whole week of it. Like that episode will be a 2-part episode. Like it come on the day that it come on, but then it come on another day just to get the other part in and stuff. I really believe if they did the wedding dress challenge, they will have to do, like, if they do the wedding dress challenge, they have to do at least 4 pieces. And that means a wedding dress, the mother of the bride dress, the flower girl dress, the wedding dress, the mother of the bride's dress, the flower girl dress, the bridesmaid dress, and junior bridesmaid dress. 5 items they would need to actually work on. Like, it would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Like, they get the challenge for one, but then they got to say, oh, y'all ain't you know, you don't have runway today. Y'all going back to mood, and y'all getting some colored fabric, and y'all got to make a mother of the bride dress. Y'all have to make a mothers of the bride dress, make a junior bridesmaid dress, a bridesmaid dress, and a flower girl dress. All cohesive, kind of match the style of the bride's dress, but very modern, something modern and updated in fashion, bridal fashion. I mean, that would be cool. Now, another thing I would want to see, I do love when they do the Real Woman's Body challenge. But I actually appreciate that challenge. But I would want to see them do a season of just plus size models, with just plus size models, because that is something I would love to see, because that would be like a real cool thing to bring Ashley Tipton back, who actually won Project Runway with a actual plus size collection. So yeah, I would love to see that. Or if they didn't do that, just do a whole a whole challenge just using plus size models. I think that would be pretty cool. Like if they do a full like plus size challenge, I really believe it could be for like Torrid, Ashley Stewart. I am finna figure to figure, all these beautiful plus size companies. I really believe if they could do a challenge like that, that would be pretty cool. Another thing, I love the red carpet challenge. I want to see, can they do something with that red carpet challenge, but make it more interesting. Though we always see, oh, red carpet challenge. And y'all always, that when they do the red carpet challenge, we're getting different things. We're getting Emmy. You're getting, I know when Heidi, one of the episodes where Heidi was still on there and she needed something designed for the Emmys. I want to see them do like something for like the Cannes, the Cannes Film Festival. See a challenge that's something for like the Cannes Film Festival, or some of like these award shows we know about, but Project Runway doesn't do based on. So that's what I would want to see. Another thing I would want to see them do, I would love to see them sign a actual movie to the designers, and they have to create a modern version outfit based off of the movie they got. I really believe that's a pretty good something we could see. Come on, I really believe that if Project Runway did do this, I really believe if they did do this when let's just say Eddie Murphy's movie Coming to America came out, they could have did a Project Runway challenge based off Coming to America. So yeah. That would have been cool to see. But I've been talking, not that long, but I just gave y'all what I feel about overall. I just say I love Siano. Let me talk about Kristin Siano for a minute. I liked him when he was a contestant, and I like him now as a host and a host. I think he's a host and a judge, and the mentor to the designers. And then one of my things is like when they do go to move, he said, if that's going to be the right fabric, can you work with that fabric? I love when he be moved. But I just feel like if they can just tweak something with this show, I would love to see a Kristin Siano challenge. So y'all comment below, do y'all want to see a Kristin Siano challenge? Because if so, would y'all want to see the Kristin Siano challenge have something to do with formal wear? That's one. And number two, would you want to see him supply the fabric from his own fashion studio? And then I feel like for each challenge that Kristin Siano should go to Mood before the challenge and pick out the fabric and force designers to work with certain types of fabric, because I can say that would be a pretty good thing. But overall, I love Project Runway. Get ready, because in a couple of days I will be doing Project Runway All-Stars, and I'm going to give you a reason why that show should make a return. But overall, I can actually say we only have had, if I'm thinking correctly, only one beautiful African-American woman has actually won Project Runway, and that was Dom Sleater. Hope I pronounced that right. But overall, let me hear from y'all what challenge from Project Runway is your favorite challenge, and the second one is what kind of challenge you would like to see for the future of Project Runway. Until then, y'all, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.